told everything's fine.
Yeah.
I know you've still got that doubt.
Yeah.
But had you gone home at that point and
Yeah.
just gone, yeah, it's fine. They've told me it's fine.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God, it doesn't even bear thinking about, because basically I was 3 centimetres dilated. Once you get to 4, there's no going back. You can't do anything. So
what do they do at 3 centimetres? What happens
weirdly,
at that
I
point?
don't know how I knew this. I must have done research. I used to be a super anxious person, and I'm much less so now.
Yeah.
And I always go, well, maybe I was just always meant to be anxious for that moment, to like research everything and know everything. So when they said this to me, I went, I want the stitch. I want the cerclage. And they were like, what? I was like, I want the stitch. And they said, well, they'll need to have a meeting about it. Like it doesn't work like that. You know, you might not be a candidate for it.
And at this point, I imagine everything has to happen really, really quickly.
Well, yeah. I mean, this was on the Tuesday, the early hours of like the Wednesday morning, I think, sort of 1, 2 o'clock. I didn't actually have the operation till another 24 hours later. So it was terrifying. But I knew a bit about it, and they said, look, we're going to have a meeting with the consultants. They're going to come in. We're going to talk about it. And I was just begging them. I was like, you can't let this happen. Like, we have to do something. So the doctor came around and spoke to me, and he said, look, we can do it, but the risk of it going wrong is astronomical. Like, I can't remember exactly what the stats were, but I think it was something like there's a 95% chance we are going to rip this bag during the operation, and you will deliver immediately. Or you can wait. But I was 21 weeks. So there was just no way I was going to get to 24.
And can they do anything at that point to sort of slow things down?
I mean, I think they can give you things like magnesium and stuff. But I mean, you're talking like a day or two. Like, I was weeks away from safety. And even at 24 weeks with twins, you really want to get to 28 weeks. And actually, when the laws changed a bit now, but when my boys were in my tummy, basically, until a baby was, I think it was 500 grams or 24 weeks, they don't resuscitate. So it doesn't matter if the babies had come out breathing, they wouldn't have intervened. So that just that was 3 weeks away. It was huge. Like, So
you feel for anyone who gives birth within that 23-week. You know, imagine being
unbearable.
23. Like, who makes that call to kind of go, they're a day too young?
Yeah. I mean, the law's changed now, so it is. I think it's signs of life. I mean, obviously, I'm not an expert in the field now, so don't take my word for it. But I'm fairly sure that there is different legislation now that is more to do with signs of life. But it was honestly the worst weeks of my life.
Yeah,
because they did, so basically that we had this talk about doing it, and I said, what's going to happen if I just sit here? And they were like,